All right. So we start with the skin. So parameters that we assess, the first one will be the skin color, generalized skin color. So we look at the face. Okay. She has that pinkish glow on the pinkish undertone that we're talking about. Okay. So the color of the face is even throughout. So look at the neck. Okay. The arms, the feet, and the legs. Okay, so they're even throughout. And you will see the pinkish undertone. Okay. Now we assess for color variations. When we talk about color variations, any hyper or hypopigmented areas. Okay. So you have, like for this one here, she has a mole. Okay. Some, like, is it itchy?
No. I have adult acne.
So you have here, like, on this side, you may see like pustules. On this side. Okay. You have freckles here. Okay.
I have freckles?
Did
you have freckles?
Okay, so here again, there's some irritation from the hair. Okay, some pustules that must be formed. Okay. On the rest of the body. Okay, no scars. This one looks like cherry angiomas. Okay, another, some moles scattered throughout another cherry angioma. Okay, now for the legs. Okay, so you have your irritations.
Eczema. No, I haven't shaved all winter.
So you have this hyperpigmented area, probably from abrasion from the shoes.
Like my
Okay.
heels, okay.
Similarly,
I have
there's
calluses.
one here. There's an old scar over here, although it's not a keloid. Okay. So other than that, you don't see any variations in the skin color. Then we assess for texture. So when we say texture, that's when we palpate. So palpate the skin. So there's a little roughness on the skin. Here it's going to be more smooth. The skin is soft. Okay. You will be able to appreciate a little hair growth, but it's very minimal. When you were looking at it, you'd see some very minimal hair growth because she shaved. Okay. Now, then it's so if you look at it, there's very minimal
There's like
hair
a patch
growth.
right there.
Okay. So you will feel the elbows; they're rougher. Okay, and that's normal. You will also feel the palms of the hand. They're a little thicker compared to the rest of the body. The knees are also rougher and thicker. Okay. Now the extremities, their lower extremities, will be softer, thin skin. This one is also thin. The soles of the feet, the heel, will be thick skin. Okay. So that will be for our texture. Then we assess for temperature. So what do we use?
Dorsal.
Dorsal. So this way. The cheeks. Okay. You can assess the back of the ears, the neck. Can you put your eyes away from your mouth? So if you were wearing shorts, you'd still be able to feel it. Her body is warm throughout, but you will feel the extremities are cooler. Even the back of her neck is a little cooler compared to the rest of the face. Now we assess for moisture. The moisture is just, the skin is dry throughout. Okay. And then we assess for turgor. So just pinch gently, and you'll see that the skin snaps back to its original position in less than 3 seconds. We assess for edema, and we said edema can best be assessed
In the shin.
the shin.
Mm-hmm.
Apply pressure 5 to 10 seconds. Dorsum of the foot. Okay, so you will see there will be the quick return of the skin. And here, this is the malleolus, the bone here,
The medial.
the medial malleolus. So press just behind it. Okay, so 5 to 10 seconds. So no edema noted. Let's check the other leg. Again, the shin, the dorsum, and the medial malleolus. Okay, so So after the edema, we assess for skin integrity. Like I mentioned, this one will be more appropriate for those who are bedridden. Because now you will look for spots where you will note that the skin is not as intact anymore, so you will be able to predict the formation of pressure ulcers on that area. Now we assess for, so her skin is intact throughout. If there's any skin lesion that you detect, you need to assess the parameters, the size, location, mobility, consistency, as well as pattern. Okay, now we go to the hair. Question so far? So for the hair, we assess the color. So basically, it's black in color. Okay, you may see some whitish hair here. Okay, and it's appropriate for ethnicity. But we commonly say, you know, it's going to be variable because we do a lot of things with our hair. Okay. Now, with regards amount and distribution, so you will see the hair covers the scalp just by looking. No areas where you have baldness. Okay. The hair covers the entire scalp evenly, and it's well distributed. Now, for the texture, we need to be very organized. Okay. We have to start, let's say, from this side. Here, you can see. So part the hair, okay, and you now need to assess the strands this way. So you see there are brownish tips, okay. The hair is thick. Okay, if we were to do a little more of, you know, less of the hair, you'll feel it. It's thick, okay. It's not brittle because when you feel it, it's not going to be pulled out, okay. I don't see any lice. No lice here, no nits. The lice would be, of course, on the scalp. Okay. So here, again, no flakes. Okay.
Yes.
And it's not brittle. It does not have a nasty smell.
Good job.
I don't see any split ends.
Yes, I got a cut in October.
So here I can see some flakes here on the attached to the hair. Very minimal. So you have to check all. So part it in sections. See the flakes there. See some of the white hair strands. How will you do this if it's a guy's hair? Nothing to palpate. Nothing to show you.
You're pulling it. What if they shave their head? Just right down shaves head.
I know, right?
Dry scalp.
Like a skinhead
I guess it's just their scalp.
for the skin.
Okay, so the hair is clean except for a few flakes. Like I said, it does not have any nits. It's not brittle. It's thick but not coarse. And you have an area where you have those brownish ends. Split ends.
Someone's breaking in.
Okay. Now, when you have assessed the hair, okay, you need to bring it together and tug gently. Okay, you're not pulling the patient's tongue gently, just to make sure that there's really no area where there's weakness or fragility of the hair strands. Okay, so after this, we now assess the scalp. So I'm looking at the back of the scalp. So I'm noting just by observing, if I were to divide the scalp into a right and left half, I would note that the right is equal to the left. Okay, same as here. If I made a dividing line running through the nose, you have the left and the right would be equal in symmetry. Okay. Now we assess the texture. When we assess the texture, this one is when we palpate. We assess for any tenderness or pain, assessing for any bumps or any scaling that you may observe. You are not hairdressers. You are not masseuse or masseurs. So this one should be done as, like you're doing an actual palpation. Okay, so small circular motions. Okay, and it has to be very thorough again, organized. Any pain? Okay.
No.
Okay. Tell me if there's any pain. All the way to the back. Then go back to the front. Okay. So it's like you're putting different rows. Mhm.
This is so nice.
Don't fall asleep.
Get a free
Okay,
massage.
all the way to the back. And then here. So you need to apply enough pressure to elicit any tenderness, if there is any tenderness. Okay. Put the fingers together. You're not doing this. Okay, just this once. Okay.
So glad I volunteered.
And then over here. Okay, so after you have palpated, again, lift up the hair, look along the hairline. Okay, for any lesions, for any pain, for any redness that you may see. Okay, so no lesions, no tenderness, there was no pain elicited during the palpation. And now we look at the scalp this time, checking to see for any parasites, any lesions. So again, start from one end. Okay, looking now at the scalp, so you will see the scalp has some dandruff in it. Okay.
Let me zoom in on that.
Okay.
Careful, it'll bite you.
Be thorough again, so you won't miss anything, especially since we may, some melanomas may grow on the scalp, and unless it's really assessed, they will miss it.
And some patients, they have pressure ulcer on the back of the head.
Mm-hmm. I had a student, she was saying that there was a patient who was coming, I think, for admission, and she had this big bouffant of hair, and so they needed to trim her hair because she was going to be admitted. A lady in her 70s. And when they snipped the top of the hair, there was a spider that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I go, really?
Oh, that's gross.
Wow.
What else is in there now?
I know, right?
Wear gloves. Oh my God.
So nothing on the scalp except for, like I said, some of the flakes, no redness, no areas where you may see, the hair follicle becoming infected. All good. Okay. Sorry for messing up your hair.
It's okay. You can check again.
Okay, so this is for assessment of the scalp. And then we do the nails. Now, when we do the nails, you have to do the fingernails first. You want to do the toenails first, but do not combine it right away. So, fingernails, do all the assessment, and then do the toenails. So, for the fingernails, assess the color. So, you will see it's pinkish. Okay. Okay. And then what they call this, what's the next one? Oh, the shape. So you will see if you look at it, okay, there's that slight curve outwards.